Welcome back to another Porsche car whisperer video. My name is Mason Gilchrist and I cover everything Porsche. And today we're going to be going over the new Panamera. I don't know about you guys at home, but when I first saw the images of this brand new Panamera, I couldn't really tell a huge difference from the current generation to the new model that was going to be coming out. So today we're going to be going over what are some of the changes and how can you tell the difference from model year 20 to 2021. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so here we are in front of the brand new 2021 Panamera. I don't know if you guys can tell, but didn't really change a whole lot, but we'll talk about that here in a moment. Let's go ahead and start off by talking about the pricing. Fantastic news. Pricing is exactly the same as it was for model year 2020. Did get several new trim levels though. We did get the Panamera 4S e-hybrid. We also have now the Panamera Turbo S, which takes place of the previous generation's Panamera Turbo, as we no longer have that. And then of course we have the Panamera Turbo S e-hybrid as the big boy there on the top. So that is kind of the trim levels and how they work. They've changed it just a little bit. Now, as far as this front bumper, it has changed. So we do now have the sport design front bumper that we had in the previous generation as an option. Now it's standard for this new generation. Changes the passenger and driver's side air inlets, as well as the center radiator grille, so to speak. Other than that, the front is virtually identical to the previous generation. Headlights are going to be the same depending on what trim level headlight you have. Hood's going to all be the same. So for the most part, the front looks the same and it's very small changes, but the biggest thing is going to be what's below the hood. And we've gone from a single turbocharged 3-liter V6 now to a twin turbocharged 2.9-liter V6. So we have decreased the motor size, but increased gas mileage as well as 0 to 60 time. It's only down about 1/10 of a second, but I'll talk about more of the engine specs and all the different trim levels when we go for a quick drive. But let's go ahead and hop to the side and talk about how the Panamera has changed from the side. It's that time again. It's my favorite part of the video. For those of you who have seen some of my videos in the past, brakes, tires, suspension, wheels, absolutely love talking about it. So let's go ahead and geek out. You can just hear a little bit. So we're talking about the wheels on the new 2021 Panamera. We do have a couple new wheel options that we didn't have in the past. The easiest way to tell between the 2021 and the 2020 is going to be the center cap. I know it sounds weird, but that's the easiest way to tell. Now we have a beauty ring on the outside of the center cap. Before it was more of a flush finish. I know that's a weird way to tell, but it's kind of the quickest and easiest way that I found to tell between the Generation 1 and Generation 2. Now going here to the brakes are virtually unchanged here on all the standard models. We do have 6-piston in the front, 4-piston in the rear, and of course they are still black. Some of them are going to have power slots, which just helps with heat dissipation when you're driving your Porsche aggressively like it's supposed to be driven. Now with the tires, we do have an ultra high performance tire option when you're configuring your Panamera. In the past, we didn't really have any option. We would just have to option it with whatever it came with. Now you can change it a little bit. You still can't change the brand of tire as it is, just comes with whatever was available when they were making it. Now when we're talking about the suspension, major upgrade here when we're talking about all the Panamera 4S variants. Now comes with adaptive air suspension with PASM. I've talked a lot about this in my Taycan videos, but this allows you to raise and lower your car as well as stiffen up the suspension. Now that's on all of the Panameras, which has the 4D chassis control, which is going to give you normal, sport, and sport plus modes. But with the Panamera 4S, you can also raise and lower your car, which is a fantastic option. Now on the side of the car, finally, we have comfort access. Comfort access is just keyless entry. In the past, we didn't have that. We've always had keyless start since 2017 with the introduction of the G2 Panamera, but now we've got keyless entry. Now, some of the biggest differences we're gonna find are gonna be on the back of the car. So let's go and hop to the back and I'll show you guys what those differences are. So here we are on the back of the 2020 and the 2021 Panamera. Can you guys notice any differences from one to the other? Well, the biggest change is going to be here with the taillight. The taillight is now black as well as white, unless of course you get the exclusive design taillight and then it's all black and white. But here on the previous generation, it's pretty much all red with the exception of the reversing lights. Now, biggest change in that taillight is it goes all the way across the back, which is very characteristic of Porsche, is that light strip at night goes all the way across the back, as well as the 4-point headlights. And that's how you know it's a Porsche. Before, it went and it would stop right above the S, and there was a little cut in the taillight. So that's the biggest way to tell the difference, but there's also the rear diffuser that has changed as well. A little bit more aggressive here on the 2021 model opposed to the 2020. Well, that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and hop inside, talk about the interior changes as well as the engines on the new Panamera 2021. So here we are in the 2021 Panamera. It looks and feels almost exactly the same as the previous generation, to be honest with you. Interior looks very, very familiar, but we do have one major change, and that is going to be to the steering wheel. The steering wheel is adapted pretty much from the 992. Same thing with the airbag. It does have this sports steering wheel, which is about 375 millimeters in diameter. The shifters are more aggressive. They have a little bit more of a lip there on the back. Now, with regards to the technology on the inside of this new Panamera, is the PCM is virtually unchanged. It looks very similar, but you're going to get more functions like we do have in the 992 as far as Porsche Connect and whatnot. Also have active lane keeping assist with integrated traffic sign recognition. Awesome new standard option. Wireless Apple CarPlay. Hallelujah. Now, with terms of the center console, we do have wireless charging as well as a USB-C port in there now. I know in the previous videos I've talked about that's kind of the way we're going is USB-C ports, not those larger USB ports that we've had in the past. And that wireless charging is an awesome option to have. It's pretty much derived from the Taycan. Also have two USB-C chargers there in the rear seats. Now, in terms of the performance figures, the car is down on power, which is interesting, but it has that smaller motor, that 2.9 liter twin turbocharged V6, opposed to that 3 liter single turbocharged V6. So that actually gets better performance. So we're down about 1/10 to 2/10 of a second, 0 to 60. We have improved the gas mileage. Gas mileage is about 25 to 27 miles to the gallon. Amazing. Now, something I find very interesting is when in regards to that Panamera 4 SE Hybrid. That car has more power than its bigger brother, the Panamera GTS. It has about 560, 570 horsepower. 443 of that is from the gas motor, same as its non-e-hybrid variant, and 134 is from the electric motor. So I find that mind-blowing that a less expensive, lower trim Porsche has more than its bigger brother. First time I've ever seen that happen, to be honest with you. Now, speaking of that electric-powered Panamera, the electric battery is larger. We're at about 14 kilowatts to now 17 kilowatts, so we're up. That also gets us an increase in range. We're at about 34 miles of range just on full electric, and we can go up to about 87 miles an hour on that full electric power. So range is kind of up, as well as 0 to 60 times kind of across the board. Panamera GTS is about 473 horsepower. The Panamera Turbo S is now the new turbo, so to speak. The turbo is now gone. We have a Panamera Turbo S, naturally aspirated 4.0, twin turbocharged V8, has about 620 horsepower, which is mind-blowing to me. And then we have, of course, the Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid, the big boy, just about 700 horsepower. But I find it very interesting that Porsche is doing that with our trim levels and having lower trim levels faster than higher trim levels. But pretty interesting point. But that pretty much wraps up some of the differences we're going to find, with the exception of some wood trim now that we can change on the inside, and just some very smaller bits, sport design and carbon fiber and whatnot. But that's pretty much the extent of the new Panamera. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below. I really appreciate you guys' support. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.
MY2021.